Thanks for that, Curtis. And Lewis and Clark County leaders accepted a major grant to help get ready for COVID-19's impact on the November election. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian breaks down how the money will aid voters.
On Thursday morning, the Lewis and Clark County Commission voted to accept $215,000 from a national nonprofit. That money will help ensure the election is run smoothly and help inform voters about the changes in election procedures. The grant comes from the Center for Tech and Civic Life. The organization got $250 million from Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla Chan to help local election offices adjust during the pandemic. Lewis and Clark County is running its November election by mail. County leaders say they have a number of plans for the grant money, including buying personal protective equipment for election workers, adding equipment for mail ballot processing, and setting up a drive-through ballot drop site in Helena starting later this month, and drop boxes in places like East Helena, Lincoln, and Augusta on Election Day. They also plan nonpartisan voter outreach to help county residents understand how to vote after the changes due to COVID-19 and legal cases, and to clear up any misinformation.
The most important part, at least in my mind, of this grant is so that people know that when the Lewis and Clark County Elections Department speaks, they will be able to recognize that voice, trust that information, because this is a very basis of how our country is governed, is by the consent of the governed.
In one example of the confusion voters could face this year, county leaders are reminding voters to have their mail ballots into the election office by 8 p.m. on Election Day, after a court ruling that extended that deadline was overturned. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
While the grant is primarily for the November election, leaders say things like new equipment and better communications from the elections office are benefits that will carry into the coming years.